welcome to another episode on our channel. She had a bit of a relapse. It was work related, even though school is officially out. The term has ended. There's a few just before the holidays stuff she had to wrap up from work. One thing led to another, and she spent too much time on the phone talking. So that, and plus last night, it is a cumulative effect, let's put it that way. But I fully expect her to be back tomorrow, which is good because that means I am on that side of the camera rather than this side of the camera. First things first, the giveaway. I almost caught myself, almost called it a contest, and it's not a contest. The giveaway, we're oddly holding steady at 45 entrants. I knew it wouldn't be crazy in terms of the amount of people entering the giveaway. We are at 1,940 subscribers as of right now. And yeah, we got time to go. Maybe it'll catch fire. Well, at least a display of smoke, if not catch fire, as we go on. But that's 19. We're 45. I can't do the math in my head right now, but that's a fraction of a percentage of. No, that's a little more than 1%. That is about 3%. I'm just doing this in my head, and it's late, so excuse me if my math is in error. But anyway, 45, and we're obviously hoping to get more. I know you guys are hoping that there are no more because that keeps your odds at 1 out of 45. In fact, I said, hey, let's ask our viewers to, and I told her this. I said, hey, let's ask our viewers to spread the word on their social media channels. And she was absolutely right when she looked at me and said, why would they do that? It would only decrease their odds. It's not in their best interest to spread the word. And I'm going, yeah, you got a point. So anyway, so we're not offended if you don't spread the word. Let's put it that way. If you have entered by using the word entry, all capital letters, no other verbiage at all, just the word entry, go to yesterday's video and look at the video description, and there will be a list of everybody that has used the word entry. If you don't see your YouTube handle name, not your real name, but your YouTube handle name, let us know in the comments, and we'll make that right. The only reason that we're doing it publicly like that in the description, because the entry was already public. It's not like we're trying to, sell your data or any silly thing like that. I wouldn't know how to sell your data. Anyway, you get the idea. So we're holding at 45. I hope we get more. And go to yesterday's video and description of the video. Make sure your name is there if you've already entered, hopefully entered just once. So with that out of the way, let's talk about this. I know I said I was done with bench videos, and I was until she kind of lost her voice again. I showed you the drawer last time. I said, okay, we're done. I'll do another workbench, but I'm done with this workbench. Well, lo and behold, here I am. So what she wanted me to do, and I think is a good idea. I showed you an empty drawer. In case you didn't see the episode or don't recall, I'm not a happy camper about this drawer. I'm still not. Mostly because... Oh, well, a lot of reasons. Mostly the drawer was an afterthought. That was probably my most fatal error. The second fatal error was that for this entire project, I limited myself to either free material or from outside, outsourcing, free material, or the material I had on hand here at the house. It didn't material I had on here at the house. The legs, these are mahogany. It was just enough to make legs this tall. They should be about another half an inch tall. I will fix that error. And the fact that they're so short means that the drawer is not very deep. I measured it as a reminder. It's only 1.5 inches. That was not part of the plan. I was hoping to get a couple of inches out of it. And then, since I had limited myself to the material I had at hand, when I was cutting the groove on the backside of the board here to slide the bottom of the drawer in, something went sideways on with the cutting the groove process, and it sort of shattered the edge. So I had to make do in a way that I'm not happy doing. But anyway, it holds stuff, and the bottom line from that rambling explanation is the drawer is not as deep as I wanted. But it's only, even though it's only 1.5 inch deep, in case you ever want to make something like this, I'm kind of surprised at the amount of stuff that you can get in there. I really am. So let me kind of give you the overview of what she has here. This stuff looks awfully familiar. I had some of this stuff before I had her, believe it or not. So that's her OCD. Boy, if I can tip this down so that you guys can see it without everything spilling on the table, I'll be a happy camper. So, got a lot of stuff in here, and should probably put more, especially when maybe not. I was going to say, especially when I make a bigger drawer by adding taller legs to this thing, but maybe not. But she's got a lot of stuff in here. Good bit of it used to be mine. This is archery thread. She actually have used this for the time that I've made a 1/6 scale bow for her. She uses this for the bowstring, and that's what this stuff actually is bowstring. I do have a few bows here at the house. I just can't. I certainly would not have tried to make string, even though I do traditional recurve bow. I don't like compound bows. If you like compound bows, more power to you. I just like old school. That's just me. Anyway, I digress. Her hot glue gun fits in here. She uses this thing a lot. Oh, used to be my beard trimming scissors. Okay, what else we got? X-Acto knife, always been hers. Ooh, and the X-Acto knife rolling away. The straight edge that she usually uses was too long to fit here. The compartment here was too long. The ruler, the straight edge, I think is like 13, 14 inches long, and that's maybe 11 or so, if that. So anyway, for illustration purposes, a straight edge. I've only had that a few years. Oh, this is kind of a cool straight edge, by the way. You can get these off Amazon. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I can't tell you the manufacturer. But if you look for woodworking straight edges, woodworking rulers, you'll see these things. What's kind of cool is that, of course, it has inches. It has, metric on the bottom. But it's also got a nice little conversion table on the back. And they're all like this. I have several of these things, different lengths. But they all have a metric to standard or standard to metric conversion table on the back. Very handy to have. Because sometimes I do like working with millimeters when I'm doing precise stuff. Wooden handle screwdriver. I've had this. I don't remember. I think I've had this longer than her. We've been married coming up on 38 years. This coming April, I think it's 38. Yeah, 38 years. 38, 37, 37 or 38. I will find out. I promise you, I will find out. But anyway, I've had this a while. The handle's all chewed up from a dog by the name of Tasha. She was our very first Rottweiler we had. Back in '89, maybe really early 1990. We've had Rottweilers and Pomeranian combinations ever since, but she was the first. And as a puppy, she trashed my flat-bladed screwdriver. Time compressor, I have no idea why. Okay, this is really handy to have for 1/6 scale action figures. I think it's supposed to be a computer. It's a very small, I won't say a micro screwdriver, but it's a very small screwdriver bit set. You got a driver, an adapter, and just, Lord, it must be 24 different size hex bits, Phillips head, flat head, etc., etc. Pretty good quality stuff. It's made by Tecton. Use it a lot. Especially helpful those doggone batteries that are in the action figures that light up. They're impossible to unscrew sometimes. Okay. These haven't had all these long. These are snips that I used past tense, hers now, for resin figures, for snipping the supports off of resin figures after they printed. Tweezers, no idea when. I think those came with the printer back in the day. A couple of different size awls. One's got a little hook on it. I don't know if it's technically even an awl, but this is an awl. It's great for starting holes in wood, for using a drill. Just mark it, get a hole, push it in, get a place for your bit to bite, and you're good to go. Last but not least are needle nose pliers and wire snips. I got these probably 1980, maybe 81. I was still in the Army at the time. I got these from, if you're Gen X or older, Radio Shack, made in Japan. They've lasted forever. Good quality stuff back then. And there you have it. Empty drawer. Again, I'm kind of surprised that a drawer that's only an eighth, 1 5/8 inch deep. Good grief, can't even talk tonight. Sorry. Can hold that much and do so neatly. Makes me wonder if I do need to make a bigger drawer. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll let you know if I do. I'll promise not to trot it out unless she loses her voice again. So, with that, I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, consider hitting the like button and subscribe button, and turn on that alert button too, because we try to put out an episode pretty much every day. Don't always succeed, but we do try, and we usually succeed. And if you're coming across this for the first time, or even the 50th time, go ahead and use the word entry, ENTRY, entry. Go back to November 17th to see all the really cool stuff that you can choose from should your name come up in the drawing for the free prize. Again, it's not a contest. Don't have to do anything. That's the reason it's not a contest. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to comment. Some YouTubers do that. I don't know how they get away with it, because it's pretty clear in YouTube's TOS. Don't do that. So again, I hope you've liked what you've seen. Consider hitting the like button, subscribe button, turning on the alert button. And in the meantime, everyone, have a good day.